Hello, ladies, gents, and victims crushed to bloody bits under my shield. We are going to do the daily challenge. This is adventure mode. I can't go into adventure mode. It is the daily challenge. Yes, I absolutely agree to all your conditions. I will sign my life away if it means playing some more Spelunky. It's the daily challenge of Spelunky 2. It is the 29th of October, and I'm beat. I'm freaking beat. What can I tell you? I am absolutely destroyed by the idiotic, incredibly stupid super piles of political mail. I am, if you are not aware of this, and if there's a good chance you're not aware of this, because there's a lot more of free roamers out there. You know, I used to, I had cultivated a pretty small but dedicated audience. They knew all of my in-jokes. They knew all of my nonsense, my life story. They had we have all been raised together by wolves. We were all a family. But nowadays, there's a lot more free roamers. People, I just click on the videos. Oh, let's check out this absolute weirdo. Why is he molesting the shopkeeper? I don't understand. Well, welcome to the channel. I am a mail carrier in the day job. I deliver mail for the United States Postal Service. And let me tell you, it's been freaking hell. It's just been the people that were trapped in gulags, the people that have survived plane crashes in the Arctic. Has there ever been one of those? I'm sure there has been. And those people have nothing on the amount of suffering that I've had lately. Delivering political pamphlets has been a freaking nightmare. I know it's a daily challenge and I'm supposed to grab this ghost jar. Look, I've been trained. My new habits are to ignore gold almost entirely because I embrace violence instead. But it's the daily challenge, which it doesn't really matter. Like it's nearly irrelevant. I refuse to not do the stupid jump. Look at me pulling that off and then getting lizard because they are just impossible to avoid. The bounce back on the lizard is something that's going to get me every single time. Kind of important to just not die horrendously. In 1-2, it would be great to not die horrendously. I'm just letting you know. It just has been rough, and while that doesn't really concern you, is whatever, you know? It don't matter. Just do your funny bits. Blargo. Don't give a crap about your personal life. Well, it does affect you in the sense that I have been so freaking busy. I literally have worked 35 hours in 3 days. Which, you know, if you do the math works there. Nearly 12-hour days 3 times in a row before I got my day off. So, you know, that leaves not a ton of time left to, say, craft thumbnails, record anything at all, do anything whatsoever other than just work and sleep, take a shit, and go to bed. It's just about the extent of my life experience lately. So, hello, skeleton. I wished to murder the shopkeeper, and I will have no guilt whatsoever in doing killings. I really do not give a damn. Do not give a crap. Let's go back for that ghost spot. It's going to be glorious. There is Trepanator over there. He does deserve to be saved. There's also the idol that probably, not gonna lie, probably should have grabbed that idol before breaking the ghost spot. But I was about to get done saying, I don't really care. Because what matters in the daily challenge is getting far. And I hate that. I really do not like it. It's one of the few features in Spelunky that I feel is just bad. It's just bad, and it is a direct downgrade. I mean, it's a very small thing. But it should definitely go back to total score regardless. It should just be, what is your total score? That's your daily challenge standing. Because otherwise, there's no difference to a regular run. It's just so silly that they chose to make that the criteria. Trying to figure out what's the best way to tackle this, and also trying to find where the hell the Ujjarai is. I have the picture, Smith, don't I? Yep. That lizard sailed through the air like a graceful rolling ball of death. Why didn't you simply sacrifice the lizard, you may ask? Because I'm an idiot. I think that's the quick and easy answer to most of the questions you can ask right now in the comments. I hate this. Let me just carefully descend. I'm going to assume the freaking Ujjarai's elsewhere. I see you, mole. You are an instrument of destruction, disguised as a blind weirdo that just sniffs me out. This place is just full of freaking moles. It's just outrageous. It is super deadly and horrendous. Hey! Alright. Give me those bounds. I want Trepanator. Look, this is not going to happen. And we have 10 ropes. So let me just use one. Use two. Go all the way up to Cali. We have 1 minute. There's also a shopkeeper that we could sacrifice. But I think I am down with those climbing gloves. Gotta love them. Could have been horrendously impaled there. And it would have been sad. I would have accepted it though. Accepted my fate. I'm a person. Oh, he's trapped over there. I think we just want to leave. Just leave. All that matters is how far I get in the daily challenge. Because if I get to $7.99 with $2, I will still be better than the guy that got to $7.98 with 7 million. So, all that matters to me is to dominate the opposition. I don't care about game performance or entertainment. All I care about is just dominating the other people that are below me. Just murder you. And I think in the daily challenge, I think I've said this several times before, I'm going to tell you again my evaluation. Because like I established, it is very possible. This is the first video that you watch of good old Uncle Blargo. You can rest easy in the knowledge that I am wearing no clothes. You can just imagine that. I just wanted to let you know about that. It's important that you know that as you watch this video. I am just against clothes in general, and I like to just flaunt my donger and just flap it about. There's no reason to gather money, I'm telling you. I'm just going to keep going forward. There's Callie, being a lovely lady. There's another damsel over there. The Kapala shall be ours. I was in the middle of this saying something. I got another freaking deviation from whatever the hell I was saying. Oh yeah, going to the jungle is so much better in the daily challenge because it gives you more money. But of course, the money's not that important. But damn it, I'm going to stick with that evaluation. Shopkeeper's pockets are full of gold, and it has my name on it. Each and every one of those coins. Please jump. I implore you. I implore you, 8-leg monstrosity. Jump so that I may harvest the jizz within your entrails. All right. Give me some more blood, please. I deserve it. I'm one thirsty boy. What you got, friendo? I'm interested in the hover pack. I do not care about the terrible price to pay of instant death. If I don't dare to grab such wonderful things. What am I, some kind of pansy? Holy crap, that's right, they explode. Some kind of pansy? Absolutely refuse to not have fun. I refuse to not have fun in this game. There was a little bit of discussion in the comments, and I came up on the spot, and I'm pretty damn happy with this. There was, because I mentioned how, I asked you fellas, how you feel about the balancing that they did with the jetpack? Do you think it's too punishing, the whole dying immediately because you got barely grazed by something that could maybe catch on fire at some point? It's like jetpack is literally just made of tinder, maybe of phosphorus or something. Something along those lines. Is ridiculously flammable. So ridiculously so. It just makes no sense that it's so flammable. So most people are slightly negative on it, but also feel like balancing was warranted. Like, it makes sense to nerf them in some way. What I do feel is that it's a little too much. And I responded to those comments saying, I think the optimal way to balance the jetpacks and all the packs in general is like they do catch fire, but they give you a good free 5 seconds to drop them. So you can, continue. It's not an insta-death punishment. It's a, oh, well, you lost your backpack punishment. And I think that will be, I even see that as a patch that they can conceivably change, because it's too punishing. It's too much for you to carry a pack and the punishment being instantly dying if you even touch fire. And that may be so for the jetpack. It's somewhat understandable. I still disagree with it, but I can see how it's okay. But for the other backpacks, it's too much. It's too much of a punishment. It makes you feel like it's not worth it to grab him. And how is that fun? It's just not fun. It's an anti-fun balancing act that they did. So I could see maybe the power pack and the hover pack and the telepack as well are less flammable than the jetpack. How about that? It's a little bit of a compromise. The jetpack's still a death trap, but the other two packs are not nearly as deadly. You get sometimes, if you have some good reaction times and there's some good initiative, you're like, oh crap, I'm on fire, I need to drop it immediately or I will die, and you do that, and that way your run can continue. Let me just push you onto that and then watch you die and have a great time watching you die, and then relish the prospect of your skull being pierced repeatedly by these wood stakes. I'm a little intimidated by this shopkeeper at the bottom there. He is in a tough situation. Completely missed that blink. What the freaking hell? There's a black market here. Is it up? It's at the bottom? Man, what a stealthy black market. Would have totally missed it. Where is it? We barely have enough time to find it. The middle here? What the? Oh, Jesus, it's up here. I think I see it. I need to hurry. I need to hurry because the ghost is coming. 15 seconds, just rush. And we actually saw it when we rescued Partridge. Whatever her name is. Pretty sure her actual name is Turnip. I'm quite certain her name is Turnip. Please die, my good sir. You must escape. Bought myself a little bit of extra time. Damn! Alright, good stuff. I want those bombs, I want them. Oh, look at all that good stuff. Man, it was a tough place to reach. It was a hard time to endure. Ooh. You scumbags! My beautiful, beautiful. I'm dying. I was about to say it was a great... I hate that it doesn't put you in the leaderboard. It was a great black market. It was also the worst black market. Holy crap. Please follow Discord GGV82TCJH for a $7.99 $1 billion run. No, it's not. Is that 19 billion? No, it's 19 million. That's stupid. That's stupid. Is that even possible? Something tells me. Okay, everybody else, everything else, I can believe it. 19 million, sure, you win 99 levels. For you to get an exactly $6 million run, I have my doubts. These are all... Now, Anglo, he's a legit boy. Anglo is a legit boy. He actually made that happen. And something I'm going to start doing, I'm going to give you this 15-minute... let's do some speedruns until the 30-minute. That's what I was trying to get at with the entire narrative of I am beat. I've been working so many hours. It's ridiculous. Can't wait until this hellish political nightmare is over. I cannot afford to give you 1 hour videos anymore. I need to record like 30 minutes. I mean, obviously, I will go as long as I am winning. But when we die at the 20-minute mark, I cannot afford to start again, get a winning run, and then we have an hour and 15-minute video that I should not have spent it so long. Simply, it's just a time problem. I just don't have the time to record videos that I want to put out daily. It's just not happening. So what happened there? Obviously, we died. Yes. Well, one of these days you're actually going to come in here so that you can destroy your own hover pack. Obviously, we died because I angered the shopkeepers. I mean, there is just no way around that one, I don't think. I refuse to embrace peace. There is no peace. There can be no peace. There can be no quarter given to those garbage creatures. What? Play by their rules? Somehow conform to what they want me to do? Absolutely not. Get the hell out of here. I hate you, and I hate your key. I hate it so much. It simply means that whenever there is a prison, you cannot do that method. You need to simply do something else. Margot has decided that she's done. She's done with this nonsense. And I definitely do want to post this video, though. Even though it was an absolute fail. What is this? What is this 1-1? Sometimes you commit to a path in 1-1. That just puts you straight into a bloody spike. It's just awful. Sometimes that's the way that the dwellings are built. And I also had another topic that I wanted to talk about. We can talk about it here. It doesn't matter. What, am I saving words for the future? No, there will be more words. Okay, there's nothing here to fear. Only fear itself. Death upon you, you piece of trash. Huh. That was a poorly cooked bomb. I am ashamed of myself. Better. Son of a bitch. It still stayed up there. Thankfully, we got some climbing gloves. The thing is, the climbing gloves, they do that. All right, never mind. You just need to be a little bit more precise with it. Oh, yep, I just did that. I certainly just did that. I hate how you no longer grab onto the rope when you go over the edge. It is more consistent, but I still don't like it. Anyway, I wanted to talk about music. I'm not going to budge on this one. And I think the longer that it is, the more people will be on my camp. As the music is great, but not as good as Spelunky HD. But my actual issue with the music is the repetition of it. There's just not enough variety. And I have read the Steam forums. This is a common complaint. So much so they put in the FAQ at the top. They were like, well, the music is so dynamic that making new tracks means like the music is really complicated because you see how it's changing all the time. That means that we can't just simply drop another track into the dwellings and call it a day. Counter argument: who the hell cares? Like, do you really give a damn about the dynamic music? It makes a tiny difference that I do not care about, and I know you put a lot of work in it, and it's good. But if the price is I have to hear the same tune over and over and over and over for the next 7 years that I'll be playing this game, maybe it was not worth crafting that system. Maybe it was a lot better to just create a few awesome tracks that we can all listen to and love instead of learning to loathe. We're going to be humming that for the next 20 years. The answer is yes. And I don't want the answer to that to be yes. I want the answer to that to be yes, but also 3 other tracks that you can hum in the dwellings because, you know, we have a very talented musician, which he is. It's I still believe that it's the exact same one that composed the first ones. It's just a different design philosophy, and I disagree with it. I very much don't see that changing, though. I am sure Derek Hugh is very, very fond of his dynamic music changes. I don't care about them. I wish they would just scrap the whole system. Just put some cool tunes that we can all bop to. And not give a crap about, oh, don't you notice that when you fight Mole Man, it's only drums like this? Isn't that cool? I would rather have a different music. Yes, it's cool as hell. I would much rather have a different music. Thank you. So, you know, I am sounding like a bitchy Betty. I am being pretty negative about something that's actually good. I think we can all agree that the music's good. It's just not as good as the much simpler, better system that is just having different music for different levels. So you get a little bit of variety into your noggin. Look, I embrace the fact that explosions happen. And wouldn't that be also nice? That the pack catches fire for a little while, but it gives you a chance. Son of a bitch. It gives you a chance to save the bombs or something. Just run in there, grab them, and get out before the pack explodes. Wouldn't that be also be awesome? It's just, you know, feels like sometimes things get balanced. The fun gets balanced out. Oh boy, I almost dropped in there. Oh, but he doesn't have the shotgun anymore. The fun gets balanced out of the game sometimes. There's the tendency sometimes of game developers to do that because they don't want players to have too much of an advantage over their mechanics. And it's like, what do you prioritize when you make video games? Do you prioritize you winning and making a challenge? Do you prioritize the fun of the player? And I realize, of course, you know, if you take the challenge away, the fun also goes away. So it is a tough thing to balance around. I'm not saying that it's a trivial thing or that you shouldn't be really cautious to the power that you give to the player. But I do feel like it was overtuned negatively. So it would be great to have a little bit of a reversal there. That's my 2 cents there. That's my feedback to the development team. I'm not going to presume that they are watching these videos, but I will say most of the reasonable suggestions I've given, they have come to pass. And I know, or at least I'm quite certain, that that's simply because, you know, if I'm giving a reasonable suggestion, it's because it's a common sense suggestion that it doesn't take a genius to come up with. So it has been a common thing, common bit of feedback to be given. And therefore, you know, there's many voices asking for it. So obviously it gets implemented when they realize that it's actually a good measure. Like sometimes, especially with Spelunky 2, Spelunky 2 was developed in a bubble. There was not a ton of testing done. There was just Derek Hughes' genius guiding it, and of course there was testing, but it's nothing like early access, which, by the way, I saw it and I hit the jump button to grab onto the vine. Like, this is the most tragic bear trap you can imagine. Not because of what transpired on the screen, but what transpired inside my skull. I saw it, and I was trying to jump onto the vine to go around it. I was about to comment on the bit of gold on top of the bear trap and everything. And instead of jumping, I pressed the spacebar, and I went straight into the freaking trap. So I leave you with this terrible tragedy of jumping into a bear trap I was 100% aware of, and that I had 100% chances of avoiding if I had just jumped instead of just dropping into it. So there you have it. There's my 2 cents on game balance. It's a very condensed daily challenge. It's going to go up tomorrow. It updates you on the week of recordings that is coming that I am going to do right now. You know, I'm going to keep talking about them, but you know, it's a good start to the week. I might have to slow down the upload. Like, I'm trying not to, because I love doing this. A little bit of a long outro and without any gameplay, but I'm going to tell you these things. I love doing this. I'm not burnt out. I just don't have time. Literally. I literally do not have time to keep uploading. And I wish I did, but it's only temporary. Don't worry about it. It will just be a small snag that will be corrected in no time at all. See you guys in the next one. Until then, maybe don't die to a bear trap you saw ahead of time.